This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Gilas women and Uratex dream shine in Singapore's jump shot 3x3 semis. Spikers Turf kicks off. 6 teams gear up for Open Conference glory. PGT qualifiers tee off at Splendido Taal. Local stars face off with foreign challengers. Schumacher family appeals lenient blackmail sentences. Ducanes, Banas crowned under-15 mixed doubles champs at WTT Youth Contender. And Sabrina Ionescu to visit Manila for empowering basketball tour. And we have two-time esports world champ Karl Nepomuceno, a.k.a. KarlTzy, to talk about his rise to becoming the GOAT of his sport. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 18th of February. Now here's our roundup.
It was pure intense action for Filipino teams at the Jump Shot 3x3 Season 2 in Singapore, with both Gilas Pilipinas Women 3x3 and Uratex Dream battling their way to the semifinals before bowing out against tough competition. Gilas women showcased grit and skill, giving eventual champions G.O.A.T of Thailand a serious scare in a nail-biting 15-13 semifinal loss. Leading the charge was Kay Pingol, the Philippines' #1 ranked women's 3x3 player, who was reunited with Camille Claren, Jazz Hoson, and Mika Cacho. The squad dominated Pool C with a flawless 3-0 record and edged out NTSC 1 in the quarters with a clutch 16-14 win. Meanwhile, Uratex Dream impressed with their dynamic play, but their journey ended in a 21-14 defeat to Spain's Panthers 3x3 and the semis. Anchored by Sam Harada and Lee Renzu alongside Hazel Yam and Japanese guard Wakana Yagami, the team finished second in Pool B with a 2-1 slate before taking down the Shoot It Dragons 21-16 in the quarterfinals. Now, despite falling short, though, both teams followed up strongly on their recent performance in Manila Hustle 3x3 Season 3, proving their mettle on the international stage. In the women's final, Thailand took home the crown and the $3,000 cash prize after outlasting Spain's Panthers 3x3. And on the men's side, Uncle Drew Pilipinas came agonizingly close to victory, settling for runner-up honors after a 2015 loss to host Team Jump Shot Singapore in the final. Now the squad featuring TH Dumalip, Shaq Alanes, and imports Joshua Keys and Jose Blazquez topped Pool A, outlasted NTSC 2 in the 21-19 thriller in the quarters, and defeated Chinese Taipei 21-17 in the semis. While the Philippine teams fell just short of the titles, their strong performances continue to put Filipino talent on the global 3x3 basketball map.
Get ready for some serious action as the 2025 Spikers Turf Open Conference sets the stage for an epic volleyball showdown. Starting this Friday, February 21, 6 powerhouse teams will hit the court, all vying for the coveted title. Reigning champion Cignal HD Spikers are on a mission to secure a historic three-peat, but it won't come easy. Their fiercest rivals, the Crisscross King Crunchers, are back with a vengeance alongside heavyweights like the Savage Spin Doctors, PGJC Navy Sea Lions, and VNS Latikrit Griffins. Adding to the mix are the Alpha Insurance Protectors, marking their league debut and looking to shake things up right out the gate. Spikers Turf President Eliza Valdez promises the action to be one for the books. The tournament will run until April 4, and each game day promises triple-header excitement. The format is a double round-robin preliminary phase with teams battling for top spots based on the FIVB classification system. The top 4 squads will advance to a semifinal single round-robin, paving the way for the ultimate showdown. The top 2 teams will duke it out in a best-of-3 championship series, while the 3rd and 4th seeds will square off for the bronze.
It's game on at Splendido Taal Golf Club in Laurel, Batangas as the Philippine Golf Tour qualifying school kicks off today, promising 4 days of intense action. With 112 golfers vying for just 30 coveted tour cards, the stakes are sky high in this grueling battle of skill and nerves. Leading the charge for the homegrown talent are familiar names like Karl Jacob Rolida, and Luis Castro. They'll be joined by seasoned pros including former LEG champions Robert Pactolerin and Rufino Byron, as well as returning contenders Ray Fagunsan, Anthony Fernando, Edward Reyes, and Ernie Relon. Adding a fresh spark to the field are rising stars John Michael Uy, Jonas Magcalayo, Paolo Wong, and Josh George, all hungry to carve their names into the country's premier golf scene. But it's not just about the locals here. An impressive foreign contingent is also ready to bring the heat, making the fight for the top 30 spots a fierce and thrilling affair. Now, as the qualifying school tees off, it is anyone's guess who will emerge victorious and earn their ticket to the PGT season ahead. Now, stay tuned for updates as the action unfolds on the fairways and the greens.
The family of Formula One legend Michael Schumacher has appealed the sentencing of those convicted in a blackmail scheme involving stolen images and videos of the racing icon, who has been out of the public eye since a 2013 skiing accident caused a severe brain injury. A German court recently sentenced 53-year-old Yilmaz T to 3 years in prison, while his son Daniel L, 30, received a 6-month suspended sentence. A security guard, Marcus F, who copied and sold the images, was handed a 2-year suspended sentence. The Schumacher family called the punishment for Marcus F too lenient, with Michael's wife, Corina, describing him as the mastermind behind this matter, saying that he should receive a punishment that deters others. Prosecutors are seeking a 4-year prison term for Marcus F, the maximum penalty for his role. The appeal reflects the family's determination to protect their privacy following past legal battles, including a successful 2024 lawsuit against The Actuel for publishing a fake AI-generated interview with the F1 icon.
Olympia Ducanes and Joshua Banas triumphed in the under-15 mixed doubles at the World Table Tennis Youth Contender Puerto Princesa 2025, securing the championship with a dominant 11-2, 11-7, 11-7 win over compatriots Chloe Silva and Ral Tanghal in the final. The 13-year-olds reached the title match after a nail-biting 3-1 victory over Mizet Torres and eventual U15 boys singles champ Kevin Cruz in the semifinals. They also had impressive wins over Zoellen Samson and Jermaine Baroga and the Malaysian duo Ko Wei Yao and Chong Yihang. Ducanes, a standout athlete with a gold medal from the 2023 Batang Pinoy and a 2023 UAAP Rookie of the Year honor, is also aiming for a Palarong Pambansa spot. Meanwhile, Banas, who claimed the U13 boys singles title at the event, is the reigning Palarong Pambansa elementary boys champion. Now, this win adds to the momentum of Philippine table tennis, with Puerto Princesa continuing its streak of hosting international events.
WNBA star Sabrina Ionescu is set to visit Manila next month as part of her first Asia tour, aiming to inspire young athletes and connect with global fans. The New York Liberty Guard, a league champion and Olympic gold medalist, will also visit China during the tour. Ionescu's Manila stop on March 10 includes a panel discussion followed by a basketball clinic. On March 11, she will join Filipino players for an exhibition game and three-point shootout at the Araneta Coliseum. The 2025 Sabrina Manila Tour Craft the Future Showcase is free for fans who register at Nike. After Manila, Ionescu will host a basketball camp in Guangzhou and explore Hong Kong's hoops culture, empowering young athletes along the way.
And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know that in bowling, there's a term for hitting 3 strikes in a row? Yup, it's actually called turkey time. But why is it named after a bird? Very funny, right? Now, the term turkey time has its roots in bowling traditions from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. During Thanksgiving tournaments, prizes were often given out to bowlers who achieved 3 consecutive strikes, with a turkey being one of the most popular rewards. But over time, the phrase stuck and became synonymous with the feat itself. In modern bowling, achieving it not only racks up the score but also creates a moment of excitement and camaraderie amongst the players. Some bowlers even aim for the elusive 6-pack or 6 strikes in a row, but turkey time remains a crowd favorite for its quirky name and historical charm. So, the next time you step onto the lanes and line up your shot, remember, 3 strikes isn't just a score, it's turkey time.
And it's time now for our off-court buzzer. Formula One star Charles Leclerc is hitting all the right notes both on and off the track. Just ahead of the 2025 F1 season, Leclerc has released 2 new piano pieces, MC24 and Sin24, adding another layer to his growing reputation as a multi-talented athlete. Leclerc's music journey began as a side passion with early compositions like AUS23 and MIA23, inspired by the Grand Prix circuits in Melbourne and Miami. The Ferrari driver's artistic side took a major leap in 2024 when he teamed up with French pianist Sofiane Pamart for The Dreamers, a 4-track project that showcased his evolving musical talent. By the end of 2024, Leclerc had surpassed 20 million streams on Spotify, a testament to his appeal beyond the racetrack. While he hasn't explicitly revealed the inspiration behind his newest releases, fans speculate MC24 and SIN or Sin24 pay homage to Monaco and Singapore's iconic circuits following the naming pattern of his earlier works. This latest release comes just in time for the highly anticipated F1 75 launch event at the O2 in London as excitement builds for the new racing season. Whether it's behind the wheel or on the piano keys, Leclerc continues to captivate fans with his unique blend of talent and creativity.
And that's our roundup tonight, the 18th of February. When we return, get to know our very own esports GOAT, 2-time world champion KarlTzy or KarlTzy Nepomuceno. Watch out for that right here on
The Scorecard.
Welcome back to The Scorecard. He is considered the GOAT of esports, a 2-time world champion who has raised the Philippine flag and has given honor to the country in prestigious competitions all around the globe. And with the launch of the MPL Philippines Season 15, Anton got to chat with no less than KarlTzy Nepomuceno, the ultimate Filipino esports warrior.
We're here right now with M4 champion KarlTzy, the young GOAT. Karl, paano ba maging katulad mo na isang tinatawag na GOAT?
Wala po, nagkakabuhat lang ako sa mga kapit.
Okay, Karl, kwentuhan muna tayo. Paano ka ba nagsimula sa esports? Esport gaming, mahilig ka na ba sa gaming? Bata pa lang o nagsusports ka ba dati?
Hindi po talaga ako nag-e-sport kasi mabilis po ako mapagod. Parang ayoko po nung pinapawisan ka nun. Tsaka nag-start po ako nung nakita ko po yung Mobile Legends sa kapitbahay ko po na naglalaro po ng ML. So, napanood ko po siya, tapos nagustuhan ko kasi sobrang convenient niya, nasa phone lang kasi.
Okay.
Tapos, ayun po, parang nung season 2 po ng MPL may qualifiers po, tapos tinry po namin doon mag-qualify and luckily qualified po kami.
Wow, so sa kapitbahay mo lang nag-start. Kailan mo na-realize na, teka, parang magaling ata ako dito ah?
Na-realize ko po nung mga season 3, 4 na po ng MPL kasi nung season 2 po talaga parang hindi ko po talaga alam ano ginagawa ko kasi parang ako nun 14 years old parang nag-enjoy lang po talaga ako.
Okay. So ngayon, ito na yung career mo. I wanna ask about yung family mo, yung mga magulang mo. Paano mo sinabi sa kanila na ito na yung magiging direksyon ng buhay ko, I'm going to be an esports athlete?
Siyempre po, nung una, against po sila sa ganito. Kasi lagi po akong puyat. Tsaka, Parang ang lousy ko pag umaga na ganun kasi may pasok po ako eh.
Okay.
Tapos parang nung pagtagal po, parang na-realize din po nila na parang okay, career to, kumikita ka dito, tapos dapat sasabay naman yung studies. Yeah.
Okay. Nakapag-graduate ka ba?
Hindi pa po. Ngayon po, tuloy-tuloy naman po ako, di po ako nag-stop, second year college po.
So binabalance mo yung paglalaro and of course, studies. Okay, saan ka nag-aaral ngayon?
Sa Laguna Northwestern College.
Okay, anong kurso ang tinitake mo?
BHSM po.
Okay, so...
Culinary siya.
So mahilig ka magluto, gano'n?
Nagustuhan ko lang po kasi gusto ko makakain ng masarap na luto.
Okay, ano ba ang paboritong dish ni Young Goat?
Ano lang po, sinigang na hipon lang.
Ayo. Okay. Since marami ka nang na-achieve dito sa pagiging esports athlete, para sa'yo, what was the most important investment na nakuha mo sa pagiging esports athlete?
Siguro po yung lupa po kasi nakabili na po ang lupa tapos syempre po natutulungan ko yung family ko sa financially tsaka nabibili ko na yung mga gusto ko.
Alam mo, sa mga nakakausap ko dito, karamihan sa inyo nakabili na ng lupa, nakapagtayo na ng bahay. Nag-uusap-usap ba kayo na, uy, maganda, kasi syempre, pag nakakuha kayo ng malaking pera, dapat smart kayo dyan. So, nag-uusap-usap ba kayo na, uy, wag natin sayangin to, let's invest wisely. Isa ba yun sa mga topics nyo?
Sa mga teammates ko po, oo, tsaka sa mga coaches po. Kasi parang sila na talaga yung parang tumata yung magulang namin pag wala yung mga parents namin eh. Parang sinasuggest kami na ganito yung magandang gawin, mag-invest ka sa ganito, sa ganyan. Huwag mo sayangin basta-basta kasi hindi natin alam kailan mawawala yung ML.
Okay. Nagkaroon ka na ba ng situation na siguro hindi maganda yung laro mo, tapos ang dami nagbabash sa'yo? Ano yung mga sinabi nila sa'yo na talagang hindi mo makakalimutan at paano mo na-overcome yon?
Yung hindi ko po makakalimutan na sinabi nila sa akin nung before po kami mag-M4 champion na sinasabi nila na hindi ako marunong mag-tank jungle, ganyan. Tapos na lang po, parang wash na daw po. Parang,
wow! Wash agad
Hindi kasi po pangalawang world champ ko na po yun eh. Bali, nung M2 po nag-champion na ako.
Yes.
So parang sinasabi nila mahina na yan, hindi na makakasabayan ganun.
Okay.
So yung kahit ako na down eh. Tapos sinabi ng manager namin na si Ate Rich na parang ang lakas-lakas mo ganun, huwag ka ma-down. Tapos syempre andun na ako sa hindi naman pwede panghinaan ng love. Tsaka syempre yung teammates ko lagi nila ako cheer up. So sila talaga yung nakatulong sa akin para ma-overcome ko yun.
So kumbaga dapat magkaroon ka ng magandang support system. O yun. Okay, Karl, goal nyo for season 15 ng MPL?
Goal namin, syempre mag-champion, tsaka ma-redeem yung sarili namin ulit. Tsaka gusto ko magkaroon ng MSC champion.
And lastly, ano yung pinakamalaking pangarap mo sa buhay? Your biggest dream?
Biggest dream ko po makapag-pro sa lahat ng laro.
There you have it, KarlTzy. Good luck this season.
Sige po.
When the scorecard returns, we will look into the next NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
From the filing of candidacies until the last ballot is counted, your newest trusted news source, B&C. the Bilyonaryo News Channel will be at the forefront to guide your decisions and guard your vote. Tune in to BNC's Election 2025 special coverage.
Good evening, I'm Pinky Webb.
The questions,
What did you uncover?
Kita natin yung sa IPO, there was a violation of Section 8 of Republic Act 9511.
the issues,
Is there a problem with that, the present setup of the syntax?
The reason there's a 5% increase is because of inflation.
we clarify matters.
All these government agencies, we're actually the lowest. That's why it has to be, I hope that it will be addressed.
Pinky Web is always on point.
Welcome back to Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. So we've hit that point in the season where the Coach of the Year race starts getting a little bit weird. Every year we go through the same cycle. Early season hype, guys, kind of fade. And a couple of surprise names emerge. And by March, we're all pretending there's a real debate when, deep down, we kind of already know who's winning. So we see some names here: Ime Udoka, JJ Redick, Teron Lu, and the mystery name. Ooh, this is where the Coach of the Year conversation has officially gone off the rails. So if you told me a year ago that JJ Redick would even be mentioned in this discussion, he was podcasting, he was on TV, I would have laughed. But here we are. So let's start there. Right now, the consensus is that one coach has separated himself from the pack. And that's not really a huge surprise. When a team blows through expectations, when the vibes are good, and when the players clearly love playing for their guy, that is the magic formula. And that's exactly what's happening. Now, Mr. Ime Udoka, he's lurking. If you followed his work before, you knew that this was inevitable. The guy's an elite defensive coach. He holds everybody accountable. And this is key. His teams take on his personality. They play tough. They don't back down. And if this team keeps rolling, you at least have to consider him a serious contender. Meanwhile, Tilu, he's sitting out there as an interesting long shot name. He's one of the smartest tactical minds in the game. But let's be real. This season hasn't exactly gone his way, but if he somehow pulls off a miracle late season run, then maybe we can have another conversation. And then, of course, there is Mr. Redick. Look, I love JJ. He's one of my favorite college players and shooters of all time, an excellent TV analyst and podcast host as well. He's smart, he's passionate, and he understands the game on a deeper level than most broadcasters. But is he really a Coach of the Year guy? The argument is basically, hey, wouldn't it be crazy? I don't know, man. Maybe it would be crazy. Maybe it is crazy. The Coach of the Year is always a mix of narratives and real impact. This year, it's as wild as ever. We'll see how it plays out. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Now, before we go, think on this. From a 4-time NBA champion and 2-time MVP who holds multiple records and won Olympic gold back in 2024, the one and only Stephen Curry once said, "If you don't fall, how are you going to know what getting up is like?" And with that said, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you guys again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Erika Kristensen.
And I'm Anton Rojas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.